Сега ви пожелавам приятно гледане. Благодаря ви за вниманието.
Първи фестивал на американското независимо кино.
The whole point is to start a dialogue about how short films and films in general can move you.
We might have the same types of questions or concerns or issues in the world. Some of these filmmakers did personal films that I thought their films were the themes were universal, so as a result, the films could be universal in terms of connecting to an audience. So on Power Film, I started with a film titled Into the Unknown, and it was more of a metaphor for, you know, where are we going? We don't know what's going to happen. Then it's like, well, are we ending? You know, and then it's like, well, we're ending, and there was, you know, this guy Matt Faust who lost his home in Katrina, and that was his way of dealing with it. So here we were, catastrophe with catastrophe. So I needed to give you some hope, some sort of transition to where we could, you know, there was death, but it was bringing it up, you know, the possibilities, and then from there, you know, there was The Guardian, and then we ended with the grand design, which Eric Stoltz has been. He's kind of a poet and a philosopher, and it was his realistic take in his eyes on, you know, what the possibilities of life are. So I hope that I brought you out of that very grim space in there. But for a feature film, there's always the ups and downs, and I tried to create the feeling, the emotional feeling, so you saw in 90 minutes what you would have felt in a feature film, but with short films in terms of the emotional up and down impact. The reason it was called Star Power was two reasons. One was there are celebrities in it, but also I think that the directors are all going to be stars at some point.
So for me, working with short films, you get powerful little messages that don't get watered down, and it's the original intention is made, and so for me it's just it's a lot more satisfying to work with short filmmakers than with feature filmmakers.
Oh, the Bulgarian filmmakers. So yeah, no, there was definitely some good films there. There was definitely the European sense of cinema. It's not like the 80s or 90s where everything was breathing. And there was breathing more in Europe, and even a little bit less in the US. Well, now everything is just, it's ramped up and amped up. So in order to grow, you have to be open, and they were.
The way I came up with this one was I was actually I was on a plane, and it was a plane ride from America to Bulgaria, and the plane started shaking
Yeah.
and I thought for sure this is it, we're all dead in this plane. And I was thinking, what could my mother do right now? What's possible for her to do? You know, a mother is supposed to protect her child. You know, a mother's love, and any love in general, love for God, or love for a man for a woman, or whatever. This belief, this strong love, and the stronger the love, the more it can transcend. You know, she made a promise to her son, an impossible promise, that I can be your guardian angel, because nobody can be anybody's guardian angel.
This impossible promise that they will protect their son, that they'll protect their children and do anything for their children. It's this just unlimited, unbridled power of love that a mother has for their son. I mean, it's not just her faith in nothing. I mean, it's her faith in the love for her son.
And she's all alone. It's all she has left. She's an older woman in this house, and it's the only thing she can do is to, you know, to follow this crazy course of events, which somehow we think might have saved her son. Some unbelievable incidents, some strange circumstances. But there's also the idea where you have this idea where the helicopter comes into an amphitheater and all this stuff. He did everything like you can possibly imagine to get the scene. He never actually got the scene shot, and spent all this energy trying to fight something that just was not possible. Sometimes you just have to go. you can just kind of feel like what's possible and what's not possible at the time, and just go with the things that are possible, and even if they're not exactly what you expected or like wanted in the first place, because you don't know always where something's gonna lead, but it could lead to something really good.
There came a point at the beginning of the summer when we realized that we didn't have enough money to shoot that feature. We kept, trying for it, talking to potential investors, but the economy was so bad, and so we had all these other elements to make a film. The camera was a grant that he had won because of his screenplay. We had actors, we had the crew that would volunteer, we had locations, and about $20,000 that Matt had already saved up on his own. So we thought, okay, we'll shoot something just for the sake of shooting it because we have these things and see what comes of it. We thought maybe we would shoot a short film that was related and use that to go to festivals, generate interest, and raise the money to make the feature. But because we were able to shoot so openly, because what we ended up shooting was improvised without a script, we were able to edit from that a feature-length film without us knowing that was ultimately what would happen. So it was just a natural transition, sort of this film that we made because we had to, but also a surprise, totally unplanned.
Basically, the third rule is about two slackers who go see a guru to help solve their financial problems, but things kind of go wacky.
Because what happened was I had to shoot in such a short time, and it was almost an emergency situation because we were trying to get the film ready for Tribeca. The budget should have been like $5,000, but I ended up paying $35,000.
It has been quite a great experience. It almost reminds me of New York. I mean, I've probably been here 8 days and maybe slept a total of 10, 12 hours because there's so many things to do here. I think it's a great film festival. I've been to other first-year film festivals and I haven't had as much fun as I did here.
And now, just like before the beginning and after the end, as the very angels would sing in heaven, tonight we sing the songs from those very moments that made us all say, "Did you hear that? That was beautiful."
Some people try to rush through life too fast, too bad, not taking the time to be fully prepared for obstacles we go through in time, in life, stabbing their own self in the back with a knife. Take the time to